to Good Mythical More, where we are going to make the worst sentences ever written even worse.
Yeah.
It's an official contest, and there's a whole thing about this. I'm pretty fascinated.
Well, you know what? Before we do that, let's make things better.
Great.
Let's donate $1,000 to Equal Justice Initiative to end mass incarceration and excessive punishment, to challenge racial and economic injustice, and to protect basic human rights for the most vulnerable people in American society. And you can join us in giving at EJI.org.
Thank you for being your mythical best. So, this is an official contest.
And I think it's pronounced the Little Lytton Contest. LYTTLELYTTON. And basically you compete to write the worst first sentence of a novel.
First sentence of a novel.
Yeah. So we've selected some submissions.
Okay.
And we've blanked out some words. And something tells me you're going to make them even worse than they actually are.
Okay. Now, are these winners or just ones at random that you liked?
Just random ones.
Just ones that we liked.
Random.
Okay.
Like this first one. New York in the 80s. Money was blank, but homies were blanker.
Homies?
Homies.
New York in the 80s. 80s. Money was blank, but homies were blanker.
Homies. Well, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
How would you even know what it is?
I mean, I know what makes sense, but that's not what I'm going to say. But I'm going to make it worse. I guarantee you that.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot. If you know, you go first.
I mean, it's got to be money was tight, but the homies were tighter, right?
Oh,
I think
that's good.
I'm going to make it worse, literally, in two different ways. Both grammatically and literally. Money was bad, but homies were badder.
Batter. Batter, maybe you should have done? Well, New York in the 80s, I kind of went in on that. Money was cocaine, but homies were cocainer.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Is he right?
Cocainer. It was tight. It was tighter.
Boy.
You were right. And it's by
Money was
Jonas. How would you say that?
Skolfgist.
Skolfgist?
Skogvist.
No, that's supposed to be a bad start to a novel?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not.
The homies were tighter.
Homies were tighter.
I kind of like that. I think we got to go worse than that.
This one goes in a different direction, I'll say.
Okay.
What do you think? I asked boss, but her lips were as blank as the edge of A/An blank.
It's kind of clunky when you have to say A/An.
Well, we wanted to just open up the world for you.
What do you think? I asked capital B boss, but her lips were as blank as the edge of a blank. Her lips were as
What?
cocaine.
Edge.
As the edge of a
Boss. Okay.
lips were as, but her lips were as blank as the edge of a
Oh my gosh. This is a tough one.
I think I have it.
I don't think I have it. And I don't know if GD is one word. But her clips were as GD crumbly as the edge of a canyon. You know how like when you got to really watch yourself when you get to it happens
That's
all
three
the
words.
time. You
Yeah.
get close to the edge of the Grand Canyon and it's crumbly.
Oh, yeah.
And then the people fall in and then they get on the news.
Her lips were as
And I think about that every
crumbly.
time I see a canyon. I'm like, that canyon's probably got a crumbly edge, just like my boss's lips. But I went with GD Crumbly, which also sounds like a villain. GD Crumbly.
I thought that her lips were as plumply swollen
Oh. Ah.
as the edge of a hematoma.
Oh, Link.
Because it gets real swollen at the edge of a hematoma. Like, ugh.
You're
Plumply
both so
swollen.
close. You were really close, but her lips were as firmly crimped as the edge of an Uncrustable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that one's bad.
Hey,
Firmly
Adrian
crimped?
Dooley. Adrian
What do you think? I asked boss.
Is Adrian Dooley a person, a real person,
Or is firmly crimped?
Who knows?
or a pseudonym?
GD Crumbly.
GD Crumbly. Those GD Crumbly canyon edges. You gotta watch out. You gotta wear the
Crumbly.
right shoes.
The
Okay.
fan blew cold air, making her nipples as hard and aroused as the audiobook of blank blanks blank blank made my mind.
I think hard and aroused is that's a
it's
bit
redundant.
much.
The fan blew her cold air.
Not her.
No, the fan blew cold air, making her nipples as hard and aroused as the audiobook of
Blank blanks blank blank made my mind. What? As hard and around as the audiobook of blank blanks blank blank made my mind. So it made this person's mind hard and aroused?
Yeah, that was confusing, but
What?
I do believe there's an audiobook that made this person's mind hard.
And aroused. Okay.
I'm kind of just speaking for myself on this one, not for anybody else. You know, if your nipples get hard from cold air, that doesn't mean you're aroused. Like, because
No.
then you could arouse someone with cold air.
Right. Right.
Your nipples get hard when it's cold. Your
This
nipples get
person
hard when you're aroused. But it's
doesn't
two
know-
different causes.
They don't know science or literature.
Right. Because if that was the case, those like pickup artists would have like cold air cannons. You know what I'm saying? They would have like cold air cannons.
You know, if
in
you
their
take
jackets
if
and
you
be
take
like,
one of those air things and you turn it upside down and spray it, it's really cold.
we might be able to engineer one of those.
Yeah, maybe cold air.
I don't want people spraying cold air on ladies though to try to pick them up. I don't want that. Just you heard it here. I don't stand for that. Okay. If that starts happening, you know that we're against it.
The fan blew cold air, making her nipples as hard and aroused as the audio book of Tim Burton's autobiography notes made my mind.
Oh my God, Link, we are so on the same page here. And I'm speaking for myself. Hard and aroused as the audiobook of Benjamin Franklin's unabridged autobiography.
Oh wow, we both went with an.
Which is really tantalizing.
Why did we both go with an autobiography?
That's weird.
That's weird.
I mean, you're circling all around it.
Why did we both go?
Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto.
Oh, yes. Hard and aroused.
Lydia Ruth, you
Does Karl Marx read the book? Because I'm not going to listen if he doesn't.
don't understand the assignment. I don't think.
If it's not Marx's voice, I'm not listening.
I didn't like this one. It was dumb.
The night Gilbert left her, Lily paced around the room in circles like a lonely car on a moonlit blank blank blank.
The night Gilbert left her, Lily paced around the room in circles like a lonely car. A lonely car? On a
Lonely car.
moonlit blank blank blank.
Okay. Moonlit. Gilbert left her. Lily paced around the room in circles
Circles.
like a lonely car on a moonlit. I think I might have gotten this one. I think I might have stumbled my way into this one.
You think you have the right answer?
But very, very, very likely.
Like a lonely car on a moonlit.
Gilbert, Lily. Those are good names for a book, for a romance.
The night Gilbert left her, Lily paced around the room in circles like a lonely car on a moonlit race car track yesterday. Because I didn't have a third.
Oh.
I didn't have a third word, so I
Yeah.
just added yesterday.
Yesterday's always a good way.
But a race car track, you do go in circles.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I got this one.
Moonlit race car
Like
track.
a lonely car on a moonlit GD Crumbly Canyon.
GD. It is race
Link,
car
you
track,
are
right?
close. It's Hot Wheels track.
Hot Wheels track, Link!
Ah, like a lonely car on a moonlit Hot Wheels
Oh, and that's
track.
just from Hannah?
Just Hannah, you know.
Some of
Just a
these
single
are.
name, Hannah.
None of these are winners.
Hot Wheels track.
Well, I like this next one.
Okay.
Sadly, Jim blanked his blank. It obviously wasn't welcome here.
Okay.
Blanked his blank. It obviously wasn't welcome here.
Okay.
It obviously wasn't welcome here.
Okay.
Jim blanked his blank.
Okay. It can only be one of two things. Okay. You ready? Wasn't welcome here.
You want to go
Yeah,
first?
sure. Sadly, Jim grazed his tallywhacker. It
make
obviously
sense.
wasn't welcome.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. Mine makes sense. Sadly,
What doesn't make sense about that?
like, what the second part doesn't follow. It obviously wasn't welcome here. Doesn't follow. Grazed his tallywhacker. Now exposed his tallywhacker.
No. He was entering into. It was some kind of thing that is basically kind of like the things that. Are you tall enough to ride the ride at the place? Mm-hmm. But it's something that is. If your tallywhacker grazes this thing, you're not welcome here.
See, yeah, it makes sense now that you.
It's a horizontal thing that you walk through, and if your tallywhacker grazes it, you're not welcome here.
Right.
That's what it's talking about, right?
No, I mean, sadly, Jim deflated his date. It obviously wasn't welcome here.
Oh.
Get it?
Deflated his date?
Yeah, because his date is inflatable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was with a sex doll in public.
Got it.
Can't have those at Hoot Swings.
But then he had
anymore.
to deflate it. He deflated his
You could
date.
have those at Hooters, but you can't have them at Hoot Swings.
His date,
Yeah. Sadly, Jim retracted his penis.
Oh!
It obviously
Grazed his
wasn't welcome
tallywhacker?
here.
retracted.
So he was
his
like a
penis.
robot. Yeah.
Retract. I'd like to retract.
Retracted.
I mean, I don't really have that power. Is that something?
No, I don't think most people do. I think Jim has a retractable penis.
Okay.
I think this is an Inspector Gadget situation. It's a sci-fi thing.
Okay, that's cool.
But a book with that as the first line? Think about that for a second.
Yeah, that would be a crazy book. I want to read the rest of it.
Yeah, Alec Burleson, get to work. Write the rest of that book. Sadly, Jim retracted his penis. It obviously wasn't welcome here. Okay.
She was fair and young, like a ball of blank, blank, blank.
There's a bunch of
Yeah.
people just want to go with the, what's that called?
Don't
a
say-
simile?
Don't say GD Crumbly Canyon. Don't say GD Crumbly Canyon.
GD Crumbly Canyon.
It fits. It makes sense.
Like
You want to put it so bad, don't.
a ball of what is fair and young? Fair and
Fair
young.
and young.
Okay.
Okay. A ball of it. A ball of something that's fair and young.
Fair. It's fair, but it's
fair.
also young.
Yeah.
trying really hard.
Okay. All right. I'm taking a cue from you. Okay. I really went with, fair and young.
Fair and Young is a
Like a ball.
country artist.
Like a ball of frozen embryos yesterday.
Yeah, because they're young. They're from yesterday.
Yeah, and I couldn't think of another word. I almost put crumbly, but I decided not to.
She was fair and young, like a ball of fresh referee panties. Like, they're fresh, they're young, they're fair because they're referee. And they're panties because you can you ball them up. She was fair and young like a ball of fresh referee panties. I'd read that book.
Yeah, I'm tuning in for the next sentence.
She was fair and young, like a ball of fresh mozzarella cheese.
I said fresh.
Yep. And that's Stephanie Byers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
I said fresh. How did that even happen? Like a ball of fresh.
Mozzarella cheese.
Because mozzarella is a young cheese.
It's so young, you can eat it right after you make it.
But
You don't have to age it at all.
But how is mozzarella cheese fair?
Like
It's
the
like
color.
Huh?
It's white.
Oh, white.
It's white.
Because a referee is more fair than mozzarella. All right.
Okay, last one. Another murder. I hate these crimes, said Inspector Jack Slatton. He hated them even more than he hated blank blank.
Another murder. I hate these crimes, said Inspector Jack Slatton. He hated them even more than he hated. What did Jack hate the most?
Well, he hates murders.
Well, yeah. What did he hate second most?
Okay.
You're not gonna take referee panties, are you?
No, but I'm going with logic.
He hated them even more than... We know he hates murder. He hates crimes. He hates crimes. He hates
really hates
crimes even more than he hates something else that he almost hates as much as crimes.
Almost as much as he hates murders.
Right.
Yep. I'm all over this one. I think you'll get it too.
I think I'm gonna get... He hated him even more than he hated...
Jack Slatton. Inspector Jack Slatton.
I feel so defeated right now. I'm just staring at these two blanks.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you what I didn't use
I
on
feel
this
like
round.
Jack... What?
I didn't use G.D. Crumbly on this round.
You didn't? All right, let me make my blank short.
And you know the arch nemesis of Jack Slatton is G.D. Crumbly. Everybody knows that.
I just feel like he hates infected hangnails. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, that's a horrible...
no. Another murder. I hate these crimes, said Inspector Jack Slatton. He hated them even more than he hated attempted murders.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Another murder. I hate these crimes, said Inspector Jack Slatton. He hated them even more than he hated other crimes.
Ha!
Oh, including
Yes, you pretty much had it.
attempted murders.
I'm going to go retract my penis.
Don't miss your chance to grab June's Pen of the Month, available today only at mythical.com.